Today on the Discovery Princess, we will enter Endicott Arm, where we will experience a gorgeous sunrise and cruise to the end of the fjord to visit Dawes Glacier before returning to the inside passage for our trip up to Juneau. Join us this early morning as we continue our cruise on the Discovery Princess. We left Ketchikan yesterday afternoon at 4 p.m. and have been sailing northward in the inside passage toward Juneau throughout the night. This morning we're taking a detour along the way to take a scenic cruise up Endicott Arm to Dawes Glacier. We entered Endicott Arm early in the morning, before the sun had risen over the surrounding mountains. The water in Endicott Arm was glassy smooth, and the motion of the ship was barely noticeable. The surrounding mountains were backlit by the colors of the coming sunrise. Endicott Arm is a 30-mile-long fjord formed by Dawes Glacier, which terminates at the end of the arm. As soon as we pass the islands marking the beginning of the arm, we begin to see floating pieces of glacial ice that had calved off the Dawes Glacier still many miles away. There is plenty to see as the ship makes its way along the fjord. There are many side inlets and waterfalls as the arm continues to narrow and the surrounding mountains get taller. As we continued to see chunks of glacial ice float by, the sky began to brighten as the sun began to rise, and we began to get glimpses of the glacier high in the mountains. Let's watch as the sun rises over Endicott Arm. The blue color of the glacial ice, which was growing larger, is caused by the density of the ice as a result of the immense pressure of the weight of thousands of feet of ice. Because of this, the red waves are absorbed and only the blue rays are reflected. We passed more waterfalls, and the water became increasingly turquoise blue as a result of the glacial silt suspended in the water. And then the face of the glacier made its first appearance. The Dawes Glacier is a tidewater glacier with a face that is hundreds of feet tall and a half-mile across. Let's take a look at this glacier as we approach it on the Discovery Princess. As we got near the glacier, the ship used its side thrusters and pivoted in place, giving us a perfect broadside view of the glacier's face. After spending time photographing and admiring the glacier, we begin our trip back to the entrance of Endicott Arm and the inside passage. Interestingly, due to our view being of the opposite side of the fjord and the later morning light, the cruise westward was like a different trip and just as picturesque. As the islands marking the entrance to Endicott Arm appeared, we knew this part of the cruise was coming to a close. If you enjoyed this video, would you take a minute to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell? It's free and will make sure you're notified when the rest of our cruise and other future videos are released. Your subscriptions are always greatly appreciated. As we left the fjord, we turned northward toward Juneau, where we would arrive in a few hours. But that's for the next episode. Join us in the next episode as we sail to Juneau and explore Alaska's capital. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, would you give us a thumbs up, share it, and leave us a comment to let us know what you think? It really helps the channel. We invite you to join us on our website at findushere.com, as well as on Facebook, Instagram, and Patreon. And be sure to check out this video next for more travel fun. And don't forget to subscribe.